Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Vanilla Classic and our Druid Hardcore run. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you are all doing well, and I appreciate you clicking on the video and being here. I think we're going to go up to the northern part of the Barrens today and start with Samaflange. The Samaflange quest, let's see. Can't even track it, how rude is that? To do that, we should probably get on a flight. You know what? We gotta do Forgotten Pools first. Let's get on a flight to the Crossroads. I have a puppy in my lap this morning, so you might hear him yawn or make some strange noises. And I'm kind of hoping that he falls asleep before we're in too much danger here. But he might not be a sleepy boy. And he's getting a little bit too big to be in my lap while I play. He's doubled his size since we brought him home. But you know how dogs are. Sometimes they still think they're that same size that they always were and that they fit in the same spots. Alright, let's check out how the bags are doing. Bags are a little bit too full for my comfort. Let's sell before we do anything else.
Strength and honor.
Alright, we don't need... Well, the Aboriginal Cape is 12 armor. Let's go ahead and we'll equip that and we'll sell the old one. Those were leather sandals. No, we don't need them. Leather sandals, okay. That should be okay for now. Small lustrous pearl. I don't know if we will need that for any kind of leatherworking pattern. I kind of doubt it. I'm going to go ahead and sell it.
Go forth.
If I needed that for something, we'll go ahead and feel free to leave a comment. I would appreciate you. Buffs are doing okay, but let's go ahead and refresh Mark of the Wild now. Let's just do Thorns now, and I have to start getting used to this 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes I have to glance up. So on the way out to the Forgotten Pools, we should also pick up the Centaur quest. The Kolkar are a threat to the Horde's claims in the Barrens. We must reduce the numbers of their troops. And so, I have a bounty task for you. A bounty task, you say? While in Kolkar territories, slay their warriors and collect Centaur bracers. Return when you have a heap of bracers and the Horde will reward you well.
Dabu.
Our quest log is full, guys. We're not going to be picking up any of these quests today. Because our quest log is full. We
For the Horde.
we have to at least grab Centaur Bracers for now, so what are we going to drop? Geez. We have lots of quests. They're all yellow. Every single one of our quests is yellow. Aragel's Folly. Ooh, we're 2 out of 6, though. We don't want to drop that. Amber Mill Investigations we could pick back up. What am I not going to do anytime soon? I plan to basically do all of this stuff, like, very soon. I don't really have anything that I would like to drop. I'm going to do this because I think it'll be easy just to pick it back up. But the 20 quest limit, oh man, can we please get it to 25?
Blood and thunder.
It'd be just a huge quality of life thing. I know, you know, vanilla, but it would be nice to get it to 25.
Strength.
I feel like that would be okay. Don't think it's going to break the game or anything if we were to do that. So we can fight some of the Centaur if we come across them just sporadically. But I'm not going to farm that quest right now. Just want to have it because I know that getting in and out of the pools, we're bound to fight a couple of them. Like this chap up here. Okay. Let's start with that. Oh, you're a caster. I missed that interrupt. It's always interesting trying to time your interrupts without seeing the enemy cast bar. Because you kind of want to hold off as long as you can on interrupting the cast, but obviously you don't want to miss the interrupt. So we're looking for these mushrooms. We also have to swim to the bottom of the little pond here and investigate the crack. There we go. Bubbles investigated. Now we're hunting for shrooms. Of which I see none at the moment. And in that case, we can go fight some of the Centaur. That was rude, but largely ineffective. We have a runner coming in who I believe we're gonna... Oh, that's not an NPC. That's a player character. Perfect. How many people are on for there to be no mushrooms here? Maybe somebody just came through. Well, there are 50 people or more here at 9 o'clock in the morning on the hardcore server Blood Cell Buccaneers. That's really impressive, guys. I love seeing that many people on when I play, which is typically in the mornings and the early afternoons. Sometimes we're feeling feisty, we do like an early evening episode. You know, eventually these will respawn. I don't think we can get them anywhere else. That's the only problem. They kind of have to come from here. They might be maybe down around the other oases as well. I can't really remember if there were some in both oases. Let's see if maybe there's any Centaur we can fight while we wait. I do see some over here. We have a rare, non-elite stone arm. I wonder if there's any way we get to him. Not by doing this. Let's pull this one out. A little bit farther would be good. We might get this ad on our right side. I am now trapped, which is not what I want. Okay, that's the last of our mana, so I can't do any more shifting. We are going to have to live with that for now. I think I can sneak behind the tent here up the hill and maybe pull him that way, and I might not... You know, this guy's a caster, though. If I do add him, it's going to add this other guy. And then we are going to be in a bad position. Let's deal with this guy, too. Okay, we're definitely going to pop some heals when we do this. I'm just trying to think, like, I feel like we're going to pull all of it, you know? Maybe I tag this guy, and we kind of book it back here. Maybe that pulls the caster to the top of the hill, and then we see if the other guy came with. Let's make sure that everything's good. Let's get thorns up again. Okay, let's get some heals rolling on us. And let's pull him. And let's go, go, go. I kind of want to see if anybody else is shooting at us or anything like that. So far I have not seen any lightning or anything come in. Alright, we're going to wait a second here. We're going to go bear and we're going to finish him off. It really looked like he was going to come with that caster for sure. Hey, we leveled killing a rare. That's pretty special. Willow Gloves of the Monkey. Cloth, Agility, and Stamina. Okay. We have no stats, and here's a question for you guys. My leather gloves have 41 armor and no stats. These cloth gloves have 18 armor, but I could use the stamina and the agility. Are stats king between cloth and leather, or do I need to make sure that I'm wearing leather for the armor? Because then I look at talents... Like this one, increases your armor contribution from items by 4%. Well, there's a difference in the percentage between 18 armor and 41 armor, and I just don't know how much armor comes into play keeping us alive. Probably quite a bit, I would imagine. But maybe one or two pieces of cloth gear, if it has the right stats on it, could be okay. We saw some cloth with like strength and stam in the Ragefire run that maybe I should have taken. And I've been kind of thinking about that since. And it was so weird because you rarely ever see cloth with agility and strength, but we've been seeing a lot of it on this character, and I'm like, well, you know, this character can use it. But we all know that's not how the RNG works. $104 crit. Okay, I do see one of the mushrooms, two of the mushrooms. Are we going to aggro this caster? I think we're okay. Did a player just like sneak in here and grab the other one? They did, look at that. Yeah, we have a troll mage over here, level 13. Just going about his business. We just happen to be on the same business. I was just wondering if maybe any of them spawn under the water. Maybe we ought to check. Because this one is pretty submerged, and I didn't think they grew in the water. I thought they were only around the edge. Wow, there's 10 right here in the Barrens? That's kind of crazy. I feel like... yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I feel like the Barrens equals greater than Westfall. For a lot of reasons. And Lochmadan as well, for that matter. Both of those places are beautiful places that I love. I mean, like, gameplay-wise, like, accessibility to quests and resources, I feel like the Barrens wins. Okay, do I want to keep fighting these guys? I mean, we got 3 out of 15 bracers. We're making slow progress on the fungal spores. 1 more to go. I didn't really look around and see if we could see any under the water. I don't see any nearby. No, I don't think they grow on the bottom of the lake. That really wouldn't make sense. Oh, you are a shooter. It's okay, we're at high enough of a level that we didn't even aggro the Stormer over here, that's nice. Deal with them next. Got the interrupt that time. Does our interrupt lock them out of the spell book for a little bit? It really doesn't. It's okay, it stuns them for 2 seconds. For some reason I thought that all stuns also lock the caster out of that school of magic for a few extra seconds. But apparently that's only specific stuns, and Bash is not one of them. She definitely turned around and casted again immediately a lightning spell. Alright, come on, mushrooms. These seem to be spawning really slowly for the number of people in the zone. I hate to say it, but there it is. You guys love how you love like watching me run in circles because, you know, how much I enjoy it. It's always a joy to just run around a lake over and over again. We had this issue looking for one of the centaur leaders too, where he was like around the lake. We circled the lake, you know, 5 or 6 times, never saw the guy, and by the end of all that circling, I kind of start to lose my mind. I don't know why, but yeah, there's nothing worse than running circles in a video game. To me, it's just like a pet peeve of mine. I don't know why. Do we want to just go do something else? That's a possibility. There really aren't a lot of the centaur around either, so... even with taking them out, it's hard to keep busy over here. And then I feel like we're probably missing the respawns when they do come in. Maybe we should just fight a little bit closer to the lake. Yeah, see, we already have a warlock running around over here. I also worry about the game's ability and willingness to render stuff at a distance. Sometimes it doesn't, and we have no control over, like... I have everything as maxed out as I can, so I have no more control over when it renders stuff into the world. It's just a setting they have, or a limitation of the engine. Sometimes, like, we have to be really close before objects will appear. And NPCs, for that matter. I really wish we could push that distance up a little bit. I don't want to fight two of these guys, I don't think. You know what? We have swipe, so we could. I really need to just standardize my use of Questy across all my playthroughs. And leave it at that, I think. Probably just needs to happen. That way I'm not having to do this and forgetting to do it. I don't like it being so cluttered over here, but I can definitely take care of that myself by just cleaning things up a bit. There we go. And look at that. Let's see if we can get to it before anybody else does. We could fight some more of the centaurs, but again, I'm not going to farm the quest right now, so we'll kind of work our way out of this little area. Other things that we have going on, I think the Harpies might be up here. If we wanted to do that, we could. Yeah, I don't see why we just don't go do that. It's a little bit out of level, but it's not over level for us. It's just kind of higher level than some of the other stuff we have. But we're so close to it, we might as well go do it. Let me see here. Harpy Raiders. There we go. Harpy, it's only level 15. We're doing pretty good on passively collecting bracers too. We're already at 7 out of 15. And usually this drop rate is not so good. This patroller right here could be a problem. Well, I was trying to back off, but she decided to start casting. Let's see if we can pull her out of that. Yeah, we couldn't pull her out of it because she's not locked out of her spell book, so she stands there for a minute and then starts casting again. We're out of the storm cloud at least. This area here is a little bit overcrowded. I'm feeling pretty okay about it, but wouldn't hurt to be careful. We don't have thorns up, you know. We haven't had thorns up in 20 minutes. See what I mean? We interrupted her, but she didn't move. She felt no need to follow us. And now we're in a storm cloud. We could probably pop out and heal. I just don't think we need to yet. Alright, to be fair, that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Probably could have used a heal. Let's get that done now. And we'll head back this way and we'll pay the Harpies a visit. So the Savannah Patriarchs and the Striders, we actually could use parts off of them for Shen's Keg. So even though they're a bit of a higher level, we might as well fight them. Will they social aggro? Doesn't seem like it. Either that or they weren't close enough together. Is there a way that I can get it to show me the health in numbers of the enemy on their health bar? I'm going to check. I would very much like to know the actual number of HP that an enemy has if I can. Let's go to interface. Display? That's not it. Status text. Numeric value. It's showing mine. It doesn't show the enemies. Is that intentional? Or am I just missing something? I'm sure there are UI add-ons that would show it, but if it's not baked in, I probably won't do it. I haven't come across any like UI frames that I've actually liked. I know a lot of people like LVUI. I ran with Preach's setup for LVUI for a while and it was good for what it was. I just don't like the look of it. I mean, the setup ran fine and worked great. But I just don't like the way it makes the game look. It makes the game... It doesn't vibe with the game at all. You know what I mean? Like, it just... It pops so much from the rest of the actual game. And I don't like that. I find it distracting. I probably don't want to pull two of these guys if I can avoid it, because I feel like two of them could overwhelm us. They are level 17, so we're doing well because we can keep ourselves healed and we can put a damage over time on them to start, so it makes it seem like we're doing really, really powerful against them, but two of them, you know, one of them doesn't have a dot, our hots run out and we could be in a lot of trouble, so We'll try to be careful here, including making sure that we have enough mana to do the shifting that we need to do. Because the last thing I want to do with these guys is pull one and then not be able to go into bear form. I feel like they'd probably be able to rip us up. If that happens, I'll try to Entangling Roots. Yeah, Entangling Roots would have been good there. Let's just do that. We'll sit on our regen for a second here. Oh man, I really need to get this going. Don't we have a bunch of linen in the bank too? I feel like we have a bunch of linen in the bank. I swear that eventually I'll get that whiteboard and I'll start writing these things out that I need to get done. And by that way I'll get more of them done, because yeah, having bandages would probably be really powerful on this character, to be honest. The War Stomp bandage combo is definitely viable, but more viable than that is the Entangling Roots bandage combo, in which we can just trap somebody, deal damage to them, and sit back on our laurels and just heal ourselves up with bandages. I feel like that is absolutely overpowered for a class that already has hots and direct heals, but hey, we are going to take advantage of it, so I'll get that skilled up tonight. Savannah Patriarch, we need the lion tusks. We leveled recently, it didn't use our talent point, didn't we? Look, I caught it within the first 4 bubbles this time. Usually it takes me much longer. Yeah, I think we keep going into armor, perhaps. Or we reduce the cost of maul. I think I'm going to keep going into armor. It's like, that's more survivability, right? We're going to circle back for this. As soon as we hit a tier where we don't like anything in it, that'll give us the opportunity to circle back. I love seeing the gazelle packs running through the Barrens. I remember being so blown away by that back when I first played the game. Hey, we finally got one of the lion tusks. See, I've never fought these guys up here. This is another thing, like doing these things differently than I normally do them is very enjoyable to me. Even if it's like a little bit of a challenge, because these are higher level guys than we strictly need for this quest, we can probably find Planestriders that are much weaker and fight them instead. But I like this, and we're getting a more kill. Remember, we get more kill experience if they're higher level. The kill experience is greater, and kill experience is worth so much of your leveling journey. One of you guys left a comment, and part of what you said was that you were doing a non-quest hardcore run, which I can only assume that means you just go out and grind on enemies. You know what game was kind of like that I kind of liked for a while, as embarrassing as it is? Aeon. Aeon was kind of like that, where like you went out and you fought stuff, and sometimes there'd be a quest or two, I feel like, but most of the time you'd fight stuff. There were elite villages that you would need a group to tackle. That stuff was a lot of fun. And yeah, I just remember finding areas with guys that like your class could kill easily and efficiently, where you could just farm enemies. And I didn't hate it. I enjoyed the experience, as weird as it was. I feel like there might have been like more quests early on, but then you got to a point where it was more efficient just to run circles in a good farming area. I am skinning most of the guys. I didn't skin this guy. I swear these things say yarp. They say yarp, and every time they say yarp, I can't stop from thinking about the movie Hot Fuzz. I just I can't help but think about it. I do kind of wonder, you know, when you think about it, the quests just give you a premise to go into an area and kill stuff. And then the amount of experience you get from the quests are not a lot. Like, let's think about this. Oh, they don't tell us the XP in Classic. I wanted to see our expected experience from this run. But it doesn't show us. Yeah, I feel like you usually get much more experience from the killing that you do to complete the quest than from the quest reward itself. So maybe by doing a questless run, maybe you're not putting yourself out too much, assuming you're on a class that can kill pretty efficiently and doesn't have to stop from pull to pull. I think about like maybe something like a hunter, a warlock, a pet class, probably go pull to pull, rogue, warrior. Something like that, because you probably wouldn't want to do like a mage. There's going to be a lot of sitting and drinking. Same thing with the priest, kind of. But the priest, you could do a sustained build, but you'd fight slower. I don't know if I would ever do a questless hardcore run. The concept is really interesting, but... I played my share of Final Fantasy XI, where all you got to do was fight things. We don't have any intact raptor horns. I know, I was originally coming back here to fight the Harpies. I know, I still may. I do realize that today is Tuesday, which means we have maintenance coming up in about 15 minutes. They're probably giving us... Yeah, they're giving us the server warnings. Why do the raptors not just swallow the little gazelles whole, like, immediately? I don't know. Supposedly they're aggressive, but they show no interest in the gazelles. Our inventory is full. That's not great. That is not great at all. Okay, yeah, there's really not a lot we can do about that. We are carrying a lot of quest items. With that in mind, what do we want to do about that? I gotta hearth out. I gotta teleport back to town. We gotta empty our bags. Maybe then we can go hunt some stuff for Shen's empty keg nearby Ratchet. We're setting Ratchet. Now, supposedly, some of you guys mentioned there being a bank here.
I got what you need!
I would love to find a bank here, because I think we could probably store some stuff. Let's see. Sell those. Yeah, we have so little that I actually want to do away with that our inventory is just going to be full. We've got full bags. Doesn't seem to be helping. We've got a couple things that need to go back to the Undercity, some turn-ins that we just have lingering, right? So maybe we got to take care of some of that stuff pretty soon.
Hurry back!
It's probably time to get that stuff taken care of. Let's see. General goods. That's the tavern. A level 22 human who is attackable but non-aggressive. Must be for a class quest or something. Coming over here we have the imported weaponry. Okay. Probably not going to be a bank there. Banker. Look at that.
What's up?
We found him, and it's not like the dark bank or whatever, it's the actual bank. Okay, so that's great. Let's put some stuff in here. We can just get rid of this stuff. We haven't used it. Just get it out of the bags for now, and eventually I will do some crafting. That is much better. Feeling good about that. Anything else? We could store this stuff until we're headed back to the Undercity, but then, you know, there's that chance that I forget again to grab them. Let's store them though. Glutton shackles can be stored. I'm gonna hang on to this because when I descend the tower, I'm gonna run to Brill and get that turned in. That is gonna turn in the Undercity. This I have no idea if I even need it in my inventory. Incantations from the Nether. Okay, let's take a look here. This one turns into the Undercity. This one turns into Thunderbluff. I have to go to Thunderbluff. There is no reason for these quests to be hanging out in our log. Not turned in like this.
Yo! Hurry back!
That's what we're doing, guys. I gotta get it done. It's gotta be done, and we should do it now to be responsible with our quest log and our inventory. And then, yeah, we'll have to head over to the Undercity as well to get that stuff turned in. I shouldn't let those quests linger for so long in my log. I always tell myself that when it's convenient, I'll get them turned in, but ultimately, it's probably not going to be super convenient to ever head to Thunderbluff. So, there's that. And yeah, like, there's no weapons or items or anything, but it's just a bunch of XP. Oh, there are some items here. And now we could probably... This would actually be an upgrade for us. The pants, maybe I would take them just for a change of pace. It's more like a side grade than anything else. We could have turned in Forgotten Pools in the Crossroads. Yep, didn't do that. I didn't get the stop in time. I'll run around tonight and get everything turned in, including the Undercity stuff. You know, we may be heading back to the Undercity anyway to go to Silverpine and resume our questing there. Probably be good for a little bit of visual change of pace. We have been in the Barrens for a little while. So maybe that's what we'll plan for. I will get everything turned in Thunderbluff. I will head back to the Crossroads and get everything turned in there. And then I will get us over to the Undercity. And we'll do some stuff over there next time. We're level 17. We're doing remarkably well. It's been a really smooth leveling experience so far. After the first 10 levels. But it's been so good after that. The first 10 levels are just like a painful, distant memory. As I hoped it would ultimately become. See, like in this tier here, we're going to take Sharpened Claws. And we're going to take Feral Charge. That's 4 points. So then the 5th point we're going to pop back up here in Ferocity. And the next tier, I mean, see, I don't know if I'm going to grab this because I don't know if I want to start into a cat build. Because I'm probably going to be in bear most of the time as we quest. Reduce the energy cost of Shred. Increase your melee attack power in all forms. So yes, predatory strikes for sure. This doesn't help bear form at all. This would be for bear form here. So we have a choice here. We either go into the cat ability or the bear ability. I think we do 2, 3 here. We take Fairy Fire Feral. We take here. That's 2. Now we got some points to spend. We come back up here. 2 more points up here. Gets us down to Heart of the Wild. And then Leader of the Pack. And that's like a bear build. And if we want to do the cat build, we'd have to grab Shred. And we'd come in for Blood Frenzy instead. I don't think we would take Feline Swiftness. Increasing our chance to dodge in cat form by 2% is questionable. I don't think that's going to benefit us really a lot. And yeah, I plan to mostly hang out in bear form, so that's kind of how I'm building the character. That way we can more easily tank any runs that we do. Alright, we are headed to the Elder Rise for both of these quests, actually. That makes things a little bit simpler. I'm pretty sure we're all trained up for level 16, but we'll take a look just to be sure. Like I said, I sometimes feel like we're leveling pretty quickly. But I don't think we're leveling quickly enough for me to forget to train my skills, but we'll see. It would not be the first time it's happened, and it wouldn't be the last either.
What brings you here?
I'm glad to see you took Magath's task seriously. Thank you, Rambles. I'm sure the Trogs will have a harder time coming to the surface with their numbers so greatly reduced. Perhaps in the future we could take time to figure out where such creatures came from and what they really want. So you turn in a dungeon quest, you get 1,000 experience? I think you can kill like 5 guys and get that much experience. Are we getting 200 experience a pop, or are we getting a lot less than that? Were you able to find anything? Oh, we found a satchel. Excellent, thank you. Magatha told me that if you were successful in finding her clansmen, that you'd be given this. That's our bracer upgrade.
Farewell.
We have a druid quest here. What's this going to be about? This isn't cat form yet, is it? Is it travel form? Lessons anew. You're now ready to learn about poison and the power we druids had. So a poison heal.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
I've been following your progress with much delight. You are most assuredly developing yourself into a valued protector of nature. The time has come for you to learn more about one of the various animal aspects that Cenarius has blessed us with the ability to change into. One that affords you command and mastery of the water.
Winds
So water form and poison cleanse.
The winds guide you.
And yeah, we're good here. Next up we have Entangling Roots, new rank. We get Fairy Fire, but non-feral. We get Hibernate. Nature's Grasp. Okay, hold on. Why do I not have that out anywhere?
You wish to speak?
This says rank 2. It's gonna, oh, we train both of them at 18, so we learn it at 18 and we get rank 1 and 2 at the same time. Is that what that implies? While active, anytime an enemy strikes the caster, they have a 35% chance to become afflicted by entangling roots. 35% chance. I feel like it used to be 100% chance, but maybe I'm thinking of Wrath of the Lich King. I think I must be. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end it here. We have the timer counting down. We have 1 minute left until we are booted from the server. We're going to safely log out here in Thunderbluff for today, and next time we are going to be headed over to Silverpine to do some stuff over that way. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate all of the support on this series. Take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.